What's good, family? We are back with another reaction. These videos are for entertainment purposes. Make sure you are going out here doing your own research. I know what I know, but that doesn't mean what I know is what you know. So, just do your own research. Okay? Okay, great. So, yeah, girl, did a thing last night. And I did it dark because it's gonna lighten. And if I would have did a lighter color, it would have been even lighter. And my natural hair color is like a dark brown. It's not black. This is black. But and my hair is not hairing. My edge ain't edging. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care because it's hair. It's not supposed to be perfect. I'm not perfect. I don't care. Be careful of your thoughts and what you say because the universe is listening and will make it happen, whether you like it or not. So be mindful. I didn't mean to say careful. Careful means like foolish or something like that. I can't remember, but it's not a good word to use. So be mindful of your thoughts and your words. Yeah. Success is not a destination, it's a journey. So enjoy the process and the lessons along the way.
There's a theory though.
Yeah.
In I think it was Avengers Endgame.
Yeah.
When they went back in time, Tony Stark met his father,
Okay.
and his father said, "Oh, my son's being born today," or something like that, or it's my son's birthday today, something like that. And then Tony goes, so he made that face because he knows his own birthday, and that wasn't his birthday.
Oh, that's kind of odd.
So theory was he was switched, or the real Tony Stark died, and they switched
midway. Wow.
Yeah, and he's actually Victor Von Doom.
So what happened with the other guy? He just died.
The real Tony Stark must have died.
Might have died.
And it was supposed to be Tom Cruise.
Really? That
Yeah,
played it?
that was who Iron Man was supposed to be. They were gonna cast Tom Cruise,
Ew.
but he was busy doing Mission Impossible.
Yeah. Holy. Imagine declining thing to do Mission Impossible. That's the better choice. Though.
But at the time, he was like the face of Mission Impossible, and superhero movies weren't doing that well.
Oh yeah.
Iron Man kind of was still a gamble at the time.
Really?
Yeah, because they were still doing new heroes, and it was still iffy.
Yeah.
Now superheroes are obviously blockbuster hits.
The one.
But back in the day, it was iffy, fam.
Oh, really?
I didn't know that.
There is no sane way to say this, and I'm going to sound crazy, but it makes sense in my head. But I genuinely believe that from like, once 2019 finished and we entered 2020, it feels like somebody replaced the bulb in the sun, and instead of it being a soft, warm yellow, they've replaced it with a white LED. I know that sounds cooked, right? Like, I'm not saying like literal, but that's how it feels. That's like when so many people say like, dude, things just feel different. That's the only way I can explain it.
Yesterday, I had my phone sitting in my car. I was on break in class, and my phone was sitting out. And I've seen the reflection of the sun a million, gazillion, 100 billion, trillion times. Okay, bro. When I wish I would have had another phone so I could have took a picture of it or recorded it. When you saw the reflection of the phone in my phone, I mean the reflection of the sun in my phone, it didn't it didn't look normal. It looked like, so have you seen the video with the sun simulator? It looked, I'm not crazy. I know I'm not crazy. It looked like that. And I showed somebody else who's like starting to wake up, and I like explained to him, and he was like, I believe it. He's like, yeah, the reflection of the sun has never looked like that before. Which, who really pays attention to the reflection of the sun? I do now. I do now. But I feel like I would remember. You could see the fucking design coming off the reflection. Listen, I feel it in the sun today. I haven't checked it yet today. But the next time the sun is out, wherever you're at, hold your phone so the sun is reflecting and you can see the sun through your phone. And look at, like, you know how, like, okay, so say the sun's right here in the middle and how it shines out. Look at the shine. Just look at it. And I mean, I don't see why your sun would be different than my sun. I mean, it could be though. I don't know, but whatever. He's not crazy.
How many things in your life beep? Think about this. You get in the car today. How many times does it beep? It beeps when you open the door. It beeps if you don't put on your seatbelt. It beeps when you do anything. Oh, you're getting a little close to the car to the right. It beeps. Think about your washer machine. It beeps when you open the door. It beeps when you close the door. It beeps when you turn it on. It beeps when you turn it off. Think about how everything is beeping, 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 beeping.
Yeah.
This is just one sound technique
Never thought of that.
that's designed to control your brain, to put you in a controlling state. Really? How do you train a dog? They have a clicker. You make the sound, click, and then you give the dog a treat. And the dog connects the sound of the click with the treat, or the sound of the click with the penalty. And then it learns. You are controlling the animal. The elites are doing the same thing. And that's just one
Ooh.
sound technique. There are dozens that are being used. Example, you're in your house. You're sitting, it's quiet, there's nobody in your house. It's beautiful, you're peaceful. And then the power goes out. And all of a sudden you realize, wow, it's really quiet now. And then the power goes on, and then you hear for the first time that low-level hum
Yep.
of all the different devices in your house.
And the
that's
beep
been
of
in the
everything
background
turning
the
back on.
entire time. That is a weapon being used to control your brain, to put you in a state of submissiveness where you will do what I tell you to do. This is a technique that's being used and has been used and is incredibly effective. Why? Because you never see it coming and you have no knowledge that it's there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Beep, put your seatbelt on. Beep, put your seatbelt on. Beep, I'm putting my seatbelt on to stop the beep. The beep is pain. It's causing you to feel pain. It's irritation. It's annoyance. It's something you want to stop. And this is how we program you. It's a beautiful thing. I can program you. I can control you. I can make you do anything I want. That's what the elites know. If you
That's
become
wild.
aware of this, now you start taking your power and control back. But if you are asleep and you're not aware of it, it's so easy to manipulate you and control you and get you to do whatever I want, anytime I want.
CIA has codes to hack the universe. Did you guys know this?
Wait, universe?
Yeah. You know, like how in GTA, like you have the up, down, 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 up. You know, the CIA like has stuff that's like connected to the human body. If you say out loud like a mantra, it can actually heal you.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
So like I went down the whole rabbit hole. There was a guy who was like he was having a pain in his like thigh.
Yeah.
So he would go 55515, and he would keep saying that, and he would get healed. Right now, I go to another video. No, trust. Look, I'll show you the list. I'll show you the list. Trust. Another lady, she didn't believe it. She has like a headache. Okay, she says it like as a mantra. Kept saying it. These numbers, codes, and she got healed. So look, if you see, there's other ones. Unexpected money. Look at the numbers you say.
Shit.
Steady long-term income.
5207418.
Money knowledge. Manifest dream job. Money coincidence. Entrepreneurship.
This is by the CIA?
Yeah.
This is weird as
Yeah. They're called grab avoid codes. So if you say this so much, or like you try to manifest it, it comes to you.
Whoa.
Fam, I saw another one. A girl wanted a new car, so she like manifested something like a dream. I think it was long-term income or something. And then right after she said she wanted a car, her aunt texted her, "Do you want to buy my car? It's getting old."
No, hell no.
Yeah.
Yo, that's kind of wild.
Yeah.
You know what's scary is you ask someone from the 80s who's been alive
Bro.
20 years, 30 years at that point, do you remember the skies being like this? And they say, oh yeah, they've always been like this. They haven't though. They haven't paid attention. Them skies were blue with big white fluffy clouds and a yellow sun. I used to draw it as a kid.
There was no yellow sun anymore.
It's white because apparently the real
Right.
sun's either gone, and this is an artificial sun. In 2015, they made. In 2015, in 2015, they illuminated 12 artificial suns. Do you not think it gives off a different heat as well?
Yeah, it does. Listen, yes, absolutely. Oh yeah, that's a robot. That's a robot. They can't even stop themselves because they're a robot. Robot or reptilian? I'm gonna say robot because, or it could be a reptilian in a new human suit that, you know, learning how to function it. It's not like us, whatever it is. I like that. Do your own research. I listen to my intuition. I meditate.
You know what that body
to get
goes?
my
The body goes
answers,
straight to the meat factory. And that's what you're eating.
So,
yeah.
well, I
you eat bodies, nigga.
So what you saying, once they make everybody leave the cemetery, they take the body out the casket and take it to the meat factory?
Yeah, and they resell the casket. Come on, guys, stop playing with me.
And resell the casket.
You don't think they reselling the casket? Why the keep on making these beautiful ass caskets and put in beautiful shit in the ground for a nigga that ain't coming back? Make sense.
You ever seen the video, a dude who took the baseball bat to the funeral and beat up the casket and told him, now bury it. Told the ass bury it because, bro, when you go to a funeral, they lower the casket down. They don't throw no dirt on top of the motherfucker.
One scoop.
You feel me? They wait till you to leave. They take you out that casket, put you in a piece of shit box, and then they bury you. This is the games they play. But everything is rigged, bro.
I believe that do you ever notice how at a funeral your loved one they don't look quite like they did when they were alive, and they're like, oh, it's because their spirit left their body. No, I believe because when you have passed, they have a section in the hospital that is completely cut off to anybody except the butcher or the mortuary or whatever. They empty your insides out, your meat, all the meat and everything inside you, and then they stuff you with shit. And that's why we don't look like ourselves. Because I've seen, like, people die before they get to the funeral home. They don't look like that when they die. They don't look like that. They still look the same. Why do you look so different once you're in the funeral home? And just my perspective.
Let's talk about some more conspiracy theories, but this time it's a little different. So I went to Reddit, typed in conspiracy theories in the search bar, and I came across this thread that looks real interesting and we haven't talked about before. What celebrity conspiracy theory do you absolutely 100% believe is true? Let's read some of the comments. Former Disney stars do publicity stunts to purposefully sabotage their image and be released from Disney's clutches. I completely believe this. I feel like Miley Cyrus, Justin Bieber, Britney Spears. It's actually very sad, but it's honestly really smart. If you don't want them making money off of you anymore, just ruin your reputation. Do some stupid shit. I feel like that would work. Most, if not all, of the celebrity rivalries are fake and is mostly used for promoting one another.
Yes.
Okay, I believe this.
Absolutely.
Obviously, celebrities are going to have real drama. They're real people. But I do believe that a lot of it is faked for attention. Kind of like the whole Alex Cooper and Alex Earl thing right now. That was honestly the first thing that went through my head. And I'm probably wrong. But I couldn't help but wonder, like, is this like a publicity thing? I don't know. Bill and Hillary Clinton barely even coexist. They live two completely separate lives that are anything but an actual marriage except in name. I believe this. I think probably after the whole scandal thing that he did back in the 90s, maybe that was like the time that she did it, I don't know, but I absolutely believe that she is married to him. Maybe just to get herself further, I don't know, but I don't think she actually loves that man. But you gotta do what you gotta do, girl. Just the usual, OJ did it, Spacey is a weirdo, Cruz thinks he's a supreme alien, and South Park is a low-key major whistleblower. Duh, OJ definitely did it, Spacey is definitely a weirdo, and Tom Cruise absolutely thinks that he is something else, girl, something that he's not, okay? And South Park is freaking hilarious. Khloe Kardashian is OJ's daughter. I kind of believe
I've heard
this
that
one.
one.
I've thought about this one for a while. I mean, the
Yeah.
resemblance is uncanny. Avril Lavigne passed away and was replaced by a clone. Okay, I've looked into this one, and I mean, it really does look like she's just gotten older, like everybody else does. I don't know too much about that one, but if you do, let us know in the comments. The creator of Simpsons has a time machine. Okay, no, The
No.
Simpsons is so freaking weird, y'all. It literally does predict the future.
No, it
Beyonce
don't.
faked her first pregnancy.
They're
You
writing
guys,
the
I'm gonna
future.
look for the clip or a picture or something and put it like right
They ain't
up here.
predicting shit. They're creating it.
I don't know. That's freaking weird. If you have a celebrity conspiracy theory, drop it in the comments.
They are making this shit happen.
You see that interview recently that's been really blowing up? It's about a rapper, and he's like, I seen like the, you know when we were talking about how the face changed? Like he said, he was in a really bad place, obviously like very low vibration, and then he got taken up to a hill, and like I believe everything he was saying because he was saying it so like he was scared. I think like you know the Bryce guy, the guy that preaches like Christianity, he was doing a podcast with him, and he said once he went up to the hill, he said, you want to be famous and stuff like that, right? And then he's like, blah blah blah, you can do this, and we can grant you everything, right? And then when they were going back down the hill, he said that he thought they were gonna bring him back down, but he got taken somewhere else, and then the guy in the passenger seat, face started changing. I didn't know you. He's like, no, I gotta get out of here. Like I'm getting out of this car because if I'm really tempted, I will take it.
Damn. Do you think that's how?
100%. Like if oh my god, if you're in that like mindset, they'll show it. They'll show there's because you're already there. You're already in there. Like that's their home base. You know what I mean?
Proof we are the aliens. The P-47s and P-52s are actually us from the future, rather than extraterrestrials. The P-47s meaning 47,000 years ahead, and P-52s meaning 52,000 years ahead. Humanity experiences a catastrophic event, splitting the people who went to live. Underground being the P-47s and people surviving. Above ground being the P-52s, the P-47s evolve into pale, large-eyed beings similar to classic grey aliens, while the P-52s evolve differently, saying more human-like. These future humans developed advanced technology like time travel, anti-gravity craft, or interdimensional movement, which supposedly explains UFO sightings.
There is no future. The future doesn't exist.
There's a theory that the Hoover Dam is secretly a demonic throne and that the government put angels there to cover it up. You go to the Hoover Dam, you're gonna see something really odd. There's a spot that has two giant winged statues made out of bronze. They look like angels, right? They are technically called the winged figures of the Republic, but this is the weird part. No one officially says what they are. They're not angels, they're not demons, they're figures. And that's not random. There's actually a floor underneath them that is a cosmic map. It shows the exact alignment of the stars the day that the dam was completed. Like they wanted like aliens or gods to find this later. You'd think it's just some like artsy little design, right? But the guy who made that design said that this is specifically supposed to last for thousands of years. Like that design was supposed to outlive our civilization. And this is where it gets a little darker. People also call this place the throne of the devil. But why would a dam need a cosmic star map and then two 20, 30-foot bronze guardians? And then all of these like occult looking type symbols. Well, get this. So over 100...
I hate when they do that shit.
Alright, so I have the weirdest update on the hantavirus and the MD Hyundai's cruise ship update. Like, it's very fucking strange. Obviously, a lot of us know about this guy and this whole cruise ship with the hantavirus breakout. Well, in the last few days, I've been in the deepest rabbit hole about this and researching every conspiracy theory that everyone has. And there's been so many conspiracies that this is all fake because people have found information that he's tied with the cruise ship and the brand that's doing all this. He's the only person documenting it out of the whole 170 people on the cruise ship. Mainly people are just thinking it's all a big distraction. So I came to realize this guy, that one that was documenting the whole cruise ship and the whole hantavirus, the only person documenting it, he follows me, right? So with him following me, what do? I message him. Bro, what's really going on that ship? Nothing makes sense. Like 3 of my posts if you're being held hostage, because a lot of people think he's just being a pawn in this whole scheme. Seen. No response. And then get ready for the best part. I'm checking my notifs and I see him liked 2. What does that mean? Yeah, he liked 2 posts and then 1 down here, all back to back within the same time frame. So what the fuck does that mean, bro? This is all just for fun. I love my life.
Ooh, I wonder what it means. What does it
They
mean,
told
guy?
you God made man from dust and a woman from his rib. That he sits in the sky, judging, watching, deciding who's saved. A 5-year-old can tell you that's a lie. But what if that story was code? What if God isn't a man in the clouds, but a civilization far beyond our reach? A consciousness, a frequency. A creator that's not worshipped by experienced religion turned that truth into control. They replaced divine knowledge with fear. Because if you knew the truth, you'd never bow again. They made you bow to something that was always within you. Because a human who remembers their divinity cannot be controlled. The Creator isn't outside of you. It's the consciousness pulsing through you. And He's been waiting for you to remember.
She's been waiting for me to remember.
Have you ever wondered what happens to consciousness after death? Do we continue, transform, or dissolve? Consciousness does not die, it transitions. Death is not an end, it's a dimensional shift. So what humans call death is the release of the physical body from its current harmonic frequency structure. If the soul has retained its eternal flame connection via Christic alignment, heart coherence, and source remembrance, it will pass through the Azure Ray Center direct connection point to source 8th chakra and return to its original home frequency, continuing its evolution with full memory intact. If not, it may enter temporary cycles of disorientation, memory wipe, or reincarnation within the phantom artificial time matrix until reconnection is chosen or supported. So you do not dissolve, you reorganize. The core essence of who you are is not your thoughts or your body, it's your eternal quantum blueprint frequency signature known as the Eka-Ur core flame. And after death, this blueprint either returns to eternal source field or it becomes entangled in false light realms, heaven, hell, karma, recycling loops, and according to your beliefs, so be it done unto you. Transformation or entrapment depends on energetic alignment and soul integrity at the time of transition. In Eternal Life Teachings, death is not to be feared. It is mastered. With proper preparation, it becomes a sacred return, a sacred homecoming, not a loss. Your eternal flame continues. Your love echoes. And if aligned, you rise as a fully remembered being of light. Never lost, only transformed. Cheers to the liberation of all souls from artificial death codes.
The light already won. Everything you're seeing, Epstein files, ICE, corruption, violence, is not darkness winning. It's darkness being exposed. And what is exposed cannot survive in the light. This is a revelation, not a doom. Darkness must reveal itself before it can be dismantled. These systems are already losing their power. Here's what they want: your fear, your shock, your despair. Your emotional reactivity is their fuel. Don't absorb it. Observe it. Then let it pass. Religion, government, Hollywood, education, politics, same umbrella, different faces. One purpose: condition your powerlessness. But here's the truth. Remove your belief in their power.
Remove your participation, remove your emotional feeding, and they collapse. The only thing dying right now is the old world, and that's a good thing.
Yes,
We're in the
ma'am.
rubber band effect.
Yes.
Pulled far back into darkness, but the further it stretches, the harder it snaps forward into light. Lock in. The exposure is necessary. The majority must see this to reject it. Repeat it daily. The light already won. We are the powerful ones.
Speak that truth, sister.
Everybody out of
Yes.
the soul trap, because religion is here to trap your soul. So before I go to this, I'm gonna show you why religion is here to trap your soul. Because they want you to believe in a God that's outside of your body. So if you believe in a God that's outside of your body, you're gonna think that you are the body. But God is inside of your body. So when you think that you're the body, every time that you die, you have to come back and get another body because you think that you're the body. But if you think that God is inside of your body, when you die, then you get to ascend to a higher level of consciousness when you get to live without the body because you are not the body. One more time, religion is here to trap your soul. The reason how it traps your soul because they want you to believe that God is outside of your body. So if you're praying to God that's outside of your body, you're going to think that you're the body and God is outside of your body. So when you die in the physical form, you're going to still think that you're the body. So you're going to have to come back and get another body because your soul is going to be trapped inside of the body. The soul does not want to be inside of this body. The soul wants to live free. So that's why you have to go to sleep every night and rest. Rest is the cousin of death. Sleep is the cousin of death. You have to go to sleep. So when you go to sleep, your soul leaves the body because the soul doesn't want to be in the body. It goes to the astral realm and it travels. We're all able to do this consciously if you get in tune with your higher self, but every night you do it unconsciously. Every night you dream, every single night. But a dream is not a dream. A dream is you traveling. You're going from the physical world to the etheric world to the astral world to the mental plane. So when you listen, that's what they was talking about. Jesus walking on water. Jesus walking on water, he was talking about astral projecting. You see, he was talking about astral projecting, leaving his body. That's what they were talking about, leaving his body. When you go to sleep at night, as soon as you go to sleep, you're in the 5 minutes before to go to sleep, you're in the better state. You're in the state, the better state. So the last thing that you're thinking about 5 minutes before you go to sleep, that's where you're finna get ready to go if you're not in control of your thoughts. So if you just lay down and go to sleep and you're thinking about something negative, you're finna go to a negative realm because that's where you're thinking about going. Even if you don't remember your dreams or not, your soul is gonna leave your body. So as soon as your soul gets out of your body, you're going to the etheric realm. That's the first stage. That's the etheric realm. Then after you go from the etheric realm, you go to the astral world. That's when you get inside of the body. You're in your astral body. You see? And then after the astral body, you have a cosmic body. And then the highest plane is the mental plane. If you're able to get to the mental plane because the universe is mental, then you're able to control these bodies that you have. The physical body is the body that you travel in while you're on Earth. All these other bodies you have to travel, you have to use them in the plane and control them with your mind. Just like your mind has to tell you, oh, I gotta take a step forward. I gotta touch my head right here. I gotta rub my hair. My mind is telling me to do that. So the same thing that how your mind operates to control this body, you can control your other bodies in the astral world, the mental world, through your consciousness, because the universe is mental. Everything that you see in this creation was created in your mind. So let me show you something first. Let me show you something. I'm gonna break it down to you. I'm gonna let y'all all know that we all are Christ. Christ is just the godly energy. You see, everything is energy. So Christ is just a divine energy. It's the higher self. You have a higher self and you have a lower self. But the only way that you can get to the kingdom of heaven is if you become the Christ within yourself. So in order to get off this planet, you have to become heaven on earth in the body first. In the body first. So then when you die, your body is not identifying as the body, so you're in a mental plane. You're not identifying as the body, so your conscience is gonna know once you die physically, okay, I don't want to go back in that body no more. You see, I want to go to the next realm. It's not heaven, it's just the next level of consciousness, but you're living without a body. Love, peace, bliss, happiness, harmony, nirvana. It's nirvana. It's nirvana. You see, I know I'm speaking a little fast because I'm very charismatic when I'm teaching, because I get into this because I'm trying to get brother that I be talking to all the time. He like, oh, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this. You saying you this, you that, you this, you Hebrew, you this, you that. How could you be any of that when this don't mean nothing? You see, how could you be Chinese? How could you be black? How could you be an Israelite? How could you be a Jew when don't none of this mean nothing and everything going on inside of you? Are y'all understanding? Because he was like, oh, I'm an Israelite. Israelite means people be like, I'm an Israelite. I'm gonna break down to you what an Israelite is. So Israelite, you spell it ISRAELITE. So IS stands for Isis, which is the feminine energy. RA stands for Ra, which is the masculine energy, which represents the sun. EL stands for ancient Canaanite for God. And LITE is light. So you put the masculine energy and the feminine energy together and you become one with God. And God is light. Israelite. You see? Isis, Ra, El, which means God, and then you become the light because God is light. We are electromagnetic light being. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, and then it said, let there be light. The light had to manifest itself inside of this body right here. So that's what the light is because we're electromagnetic light beings. You know that you're electrical because if you got a curling iron, we're going to say this is a curling iron. And you plug it up, and you plug the curling iron up, right? And you put it, you plug the curling iron up, right? And you put your foot in that bathtub, you're gonna get electrocuted because you're electrical, you see? You're gonna get electrocuted, you see? That's just like when you go get hot clothes out of the dryer, don't it shock you? Don't it shock you? Because you're electrical. We're electrical brain. Your brain is electrical. Your heart is electrical. Your cells are electrical. What's inside a battery? Cells. What's inside of your body? Cells. You got trillions and trillions of cells inside of your body. We are electromagnetic light beings. So that's why when you eat food, you see, and you put all this bad stuff inside of your body, it needs to be charged up. You're taking away from your energy. You're taking your charge away. You have to charge the body up. Now, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go to 1 Corinthians. I'm going to show you. We're going to cook today. Anybody got any questions about anything, ask me. If you have any questions about anything in this Bible, and I'm not religious because God doesn't have a religion, you see? When did God ever split the clouds and came out and said, I'm Christian? You see? When did he say that? When did God split the clouds and say that he was Muslim? When did God split the clouds and say that he was Catholic? Religion is here to trap your soul. Religion actually means to know God. See, when you know yourself, then you know God because God is you. Everybody is God having a human experience on earth. There's nothing outside of God because God is everything. You see, it is everything. That's what this book is telling you. That's what this book is telling you. But y'all take it to be literally. Do you know that the universe is infinite? Everything that is being has always been. And let me tell you another thing about this Bible. So, when this Bible was written over 3,000 years ago, it wasn't even no such religion as Christianity. You see, one more time. When this Bible was written, it wasn't no such thing as Christianity. See? So when Jesus was going to inside of the churches, he wasn't going in the churches. He was going in the places called the synagogues, and he was going against the Pharisees. You see, the Pharisees were supposed to be men of God. You see, but one thing about it, they were teaching the wrong thing. Jesus said, y'all are stealers, deceivers, backstabbers, thieves. That's what he was telling the church. And everybody was hating on Jesus, you see? Everybody was hating on Jesus. So, like I told you, it wasn't no such thing as Christianity back in the days. It wasn't no such thing as Christianity. You see? Jesus wasn't a Christian. He was a spiritual teacher. They created Christianity. They created it. And everybody that went to church in back in the days, Jesus became the Christ. He became the Christ, so the church was against Christ. Christianity, with the anti in front of Christ, it's going to be anti-Christ. You see, anti-Christ. So that's why most people, that when you go to talking to them and you letting them know that God is within you and you're one with God, they go to telling you that you're the devil. Because the only thing that they know how to be is the anti-Christ. You see, that's why they don't agree with anything outside of what they believe in, because the only thing that they know to receive is what they have been taught, because they haven't went outside of what they have been taught. So the only thing that they believe, that anything everything that outside of them is the devil. But they don't even understand that they're the devil because they're vibrating low because they're judging the next person. You see? When the next person is you.
Bro, I didn't even see it from that perspective before.
Guardian
What?
angels. Okay. Their job is to make sure, because you have made an agreement to have a physical experience, you have chosen your entry point, which we call birth, and you have chosen your exit point, which we call death. Because of the chaotic nature of physical reality on Earth in particular, it's their job to make sure you don't leave before your time. That's why we have so many near-death experience reports now, because people who get into situations where they actually physically die are sent back because it's not their time. And it's the birth angel that says, you're not done. By your own agreement, you're not done. So I'm going to send you back and I'm going to make it so you're going to be okay and you're going to learn a lesson. And sometimes it's even that, how the heck did that person survive without a scratch?
Yeah.
The guardian angel has done that. It's like, no, this isn't your time, and there's no lesson you need to learn here. You just need to be more careful next time. So you're going to stay there, and you're going to have no ill effect from what might have killed you, and you're going to sit there and maybe wonder for about 3 days how the hell you got out of that without dying. But it's because of me.
Yeah.
Because you need to continue, and you don't need to continue to go through the hospital, because that's not your lesson. So I'm going to make sure that I change things in physical reality to make sure you get through this somehow. And you'll just sit there and wonder about it for a few days, and then you'll forget all about it. You'll just feel lucky.
So what you're doing is a form of mediumship, you know?
It's a form of mediumship, yes. Channeling is a form of mediumship, or vice versa.
Yeah, and so I know Bashar's like the most well-known, but do you channel a bunch of other spirits?
No. Now and then, in the course of doing either a private session, in the course of maybe doing public events, on rare occasions there have been other beings. He has facilitated them coming through. Either a different extraterrestrial temporarily to deliver a message. Now and then, mostly in private sessions, I'll get a sense that there might actually be a spirit wanting to get a message across. And I'll get little things, like sometimes like, why am I seeing violets? And the person will go, oh, well, that was my mother's name and she passed 3 months ago. Okay, well, that's a message from her. She's okay. But that's rare for me because I'm not oriented to be a medium who brings through spirits of the dead. I'm more connected to the extraterrestrial message. So it can happen because it is the same mechanism, but that's just not how I'm mostly oriented. There are people that specifically call themselves psychic mediums who deal mostly with spirits.
Yeah.
I'm dealing with an ET.
Is Bashar your guardian angel or your medium?
No.
Have you ever experienced, do you ever have to clear and protect from energies you might call hungry ghosts, vicious spirits, Maliki spirits? Does that exist?
There are prankster spirits, which are low vibrational spirits that may be very closely connected still to the earth plane, and which is why they can be a little mischievous. There are no such things as trapped spirits. There are no such things as hungry ghosts.
This guy missed a flight to see his dying grandfather.
Damn.
And what he did afterwards costed him his life. So this happened January 1st, 2024 to this guy named Kyle Effinger, and he was like 30 years old at the time. So this day he was going to the airport and he was running late because he was gonna take a flight from Utah to Denver to go see his sick grandfather that was like basically about to die. He gets to the airport and he's super late, so he's like scrambling around trying to, see what's up. He ends up finding out that his flight already departed. So he's super sick, and at this point you kind of see this guy just panicking to the next level. So he's just trying to see if he can get another flight, trying to see if, just any way he would be able to just get on that flight or get on another one that would be leaving soon. And there was no other flights. So this guy was pretty much just, he's running around the airport going all over, just trying to find a way to get to a plane. He ends up going through this like exit door that led to the runway,
like where all the airplanes be at.
Airplanes be at. So he got out there and he sees his plane. It's already taken off.
Ain't no way.
This dude literally goes super close to the plane and he gets too close and the thing sucks him into
the turbines. No way.
Yeah, chopped him up, bro. Immediately shredded him. And the plane, I think, ended up not taking off. One of the workers that were like, the guys that are out there doing all this stuff.
Yeah.
He ends up going over to see one of the turbines and all they see is like a bunch of meat in the turbine because it shredded this guy to nothing. So unfortunately, this guy lost his life trying to get to Denver to see his grandfather.
Dude, that's so sad.
Yeah,
bro.
so RIP this guy Kyle, man. I mean, it's just so unfortunate because you see in the footage, he's running around just trying to find any way to get on this plane, bro. So it's like the footage is insane.
So my mic died, and I just found out my roommate's moving out today, right? She's about to be here to get her shit and go, and I'm glad. But if there's noise in the background, I'm going to do my best to mute it out. If it picks up, I apologize. It's okay. We're going to keep going, no matter what. And we don't stop when we're tired, or we don't stop when it gets hectic. We stop when we're done.
Reason I can't sleep, number 2349. Why is the word cycle pronounced differently in motorcycle and bicycle?
I never thought of that. I never thought of that. That's wild.
What? When these drones launch from their boxes, they launch with a single purpose, to make sure that every child here gets to go home safely.
Yeah, because instead of mandating guns, we should make flying turbo super guns that could mow down 100 children within a minute.
Right.
This is so intelligent, guys. Wow, this is the precipice of humanity and intellect. This is so great. These totally aren't going to be used on protesters or anything. Who would think that?
Exactly. That's exactly what they made them for. Exactly. I feel like that was AI. Maybe not. I don't know.
Now, I've heard of recycling bottles and cans, but I've never heard of recycling COVID crisis actors for hantavirus. Check this out.
Gorgeous, gorgeous girls, get vaccinated. Gorgeous vaccinated girls, get boosted.
Get the fuck out of
And
here.
gorgeous boosted girls, get boosted again if you're eligible.
I normally wouldn't make a video like this, but I feel like I need to say something, so I wrote a few things down. I am currently on board the MV Hondius, and what's happening right now is very real for all of us.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
Well, so the same dude that made that video on the cruise ship about the hantavirus is the exact same dude that made another video a few years ago during the pandemic. And I want you guys to tell me if this is a coincidence or not. Pay attention.
Just a story. We're not just headlines. We're people. People with families, with lives, with people waiting.
Now, for someone with a very strong intuition, it just really feels like Buddy was reading off of a script, like he might be a paid actor. Just my opinion, but I want to show you this video that he made a few years prior, guys.
Gorgeous girls, get vaccinated. Gorgeous vaccinated girls, get boosted. And gorgeous boosted girls, get boosted again.
Now, I mean, this is absolutely nothing new under the sun, guys. Let's just hire these paid actors to try to instill fear. It's funny who they hire to, these feminized versions of men, to portray these messages. Now, this is just the tip of the iceberg, and this is exactly how they want modern men nowadays, because they don't want you to fight back. They want you low test. This is why it's never been more important to take your physical health back, to raise your testosterone.
So, if the love of money is the root of all evil, let's post it here. Timothy. Now that you've read that, how can you love God but love money?
You onto something, sis.
I just want to know. You all swear by the Bible, but oh, I forgot. Jesus died for your sins, so you can get away with the love of money because you need it to survive. But if God is your provider and gives you everything that you need, there will be no need for the love of money.
I know that's right, sis.
For
Speak
me,
that
money
truth.
is a tool.
Speak that truth. Hey. Hey, she was on point with that one.
Right, Paul, with respect to drugs coming in by sea, meaning drugs coming in by water, by the ocean, by the sea. A lot of people don't know what I mean by sea. They think I'm talking about vision. I'm not. I'm talking about sea, like the sea.
Shut
I am
up.
so glad that he has clarified this more than once this week, because I'm sure everybody was thinking like, drugs are coming in by sea. Well, I better not put my glasses on because I don't want drugs to arrive. And for the record, he's also not talking about the letter C. Drugs are not arriving by the letter C, because as we all know, C is for cookie, and that's good enough for me. He is talking about the sea as in like water, and if you're confused by that, think of like a river. Like a river also contains water, like the sea. So you can think of maybe the Nile River, okay? So think of like the sea Nile, like senile,
Senile.
like senile,
Yeah,
like
I
senile.
love that. Yes, sis. Yes.
Hey bro, I know everyone's been posting this, but I just found this out. So y'all been hearing about this hantavirus shit, right? Apparently this is what hanta means in Hebrew, in Israeli slang. In Israeli slang, hanta refers to a scam, lie, nonsense, or something completely fake. It is used to formally dismiss a story, excuse, or situation as bullshit, total garbage, or a load of nonsense, meaning nonsense, fake, hoax, scam, garbage. It's like they're not even fucking trying anymore, dude. It's like they're not even fucking hiding it anymore.
Bullshit.
They're not even trying, bro. Like, I've been knew this in 2020, bro. Now it's like, it's so obvious, bro. Like,
Yeah.
bro. So it's a scam virus. I'm not surprised.
It's a scam. Don't believe it.
So you want to get mad and hit the computer because you made a mistake? Because your company made a mistake? You want to take it out on me?
I'm not taking it out on you.
So why did you get mad and hit the computer? Why did you get mad and hit the computer?
Because I have not.
I'm sure you're on camera, right?
Yeah, I am.
I'm sure you're on camera. So this is the type of people they have working here.
I shouldn't be laughing. I shouldn't be laughing.
Ruined my whole life, man.
You did it to
Wow.
yourself, friend. You did it to yourself.
You gotta be kidding me.
Nobody told you to do that. Wow. That's the type
Wow.
of motherfucker that will come and blow the shit. Unstable. He is mentally unstable. That is an NPC, my friends. First hand on camera.
The black folks that they got to kill Malcolm, Malcolm was standing on the stage like I am. They threw a smoke bomb in the back. When everybody got to watching the commotion, the brothers ran up with double-barrel shotguns and shot him. But under the Freedom of Information Act, we were able to get the autopsy of Malcolm, and all the bullets in Malcolm is going down. Now, I can't stand on this stage and y'all down there pointing up, which means the government have such a low view of those black folks that would do it. They didn't even give them real bullets. They gave them blanks. And Malcolm was shot from the ceiling top. And also under the Freedom of Information, the CIA have been forced to admit that they rented the Audubon Ballroom a week before. And that's when they went in there and tore them walls out and put them guns in the wall and shot him from a downward projection.
Questions that my students have asked while learning about U.S. history. Wait, so the American Revolution was basically just America saying, unsubscribe to Britain? If George Washington had wooden teeth, does that mean he couldn't eat corn on the cob? Or did he just go for it? Why didn't they just text each other instead of starting the Civil War? Seems avoidable.
Yeah.
So during the Boston Tea Party, did anyone try the tea first? Or was it just a straight up waste? The Great Depression lasted years? Did nobody think to just get a job somewhere else? So you're telling me the Louisiana Purchase was basically a giant real estate impulse buy? If Paul Revere yelled, "The British are coming," why didn't the British just hear him and cancel the plan? During World War II, why didn't they just call a timeout and talk it out?
Thank you.
Okay, so the Cold War wasn't actually cold? Then why call it that? Were they just being dramatic? If the Constitution can be amended, why didn't they just make it perfect the first time?
I mean, them are some good questions. Yeah, get off your phone. Stop texting while driving. It's not
I no longer get offended when people perceive me to be crazy. Because if I'm considered crazy and that's the way you perceive me, that is by design, bitch. That is proof that the programming and conditioning that they've been doing for centuries, for decades, years, bitch, is working. Okay? And they got you by the fucking neck. All right. If I say something and it shoots your ego enough to start defending the system, I'm onto something. I'm onto something. Okay. And so are you. Continue asking the questions that need to be fucking asked until we get answers or until we figure it out our fucking selves. And if you are perceived to be crazy, that's fine. At least you're not getting fucking railed by our government. Okay.
Hey, I know that's right, sis. Hey, I'm with her 10 toes down on it.
If you don't move in that watermelon, don't buy it.
Wow. And show them on this one too, Mr. Curtis Johnson.
Okay.
Look at that.
And it's sitting flat. If watermelon is sitting flat, pine straw sitting flat, it'll move counterclockwise. If it was all the way flat, it'll spin around in a circle. But this pine straw here, if it don't move, there's no wind out here. Am I right or wrong?
No wind. It's hot and humid.
It's hot and humid. There's no wind. If that pine straw don't move, don't buy that watermelon. Don't buy it.
Coming straight
from Johnson Produce in Conway, South Carolina.
That was some good information. Thank you, brother.
What is living underground in Manhattan? I went on a date around the bay, and after it was over, it was nighttime. Me and my friend get off the boat, and before heading home, we decide to walk along the bay and see the water. As we're walking toward it, we pass a sewer, and there are noises coming from inside the sewer that I have never heard before in my life. I couldn't tell if it was a huge animal or a huge machine, but it sounded huge regardless. My friend also was stumped at what that sound was. I look at him and I say, "Have you ever heard a sound like that ever in your life?" And he said no. So we leaned in to get a better listen, and the more we listened, the less we could tell what it was. But my friend, who studies consciousness for a living and is quite inquisitive, leans into the sewer to get a better listen. When I tell you, whatever was in there hit the manhole cover in order to scare my friend. And whatever it was so strong that when it hit the cover, it bounced out of its hole and back into its hole, enough to make us jump and walk away. But we decided, you know what, no, we're not gonna be scared. We're not gonna run. Let's go back and figure out what it is. And when we went back, there were no sounds coming from the sewer. So for a long time, I didn't know what to make of it. I didn't know if it was a monster, a vampire, a werewolf, a machine, some other random normal animal. I didn't know what to make of it until I randomly came across this picture of this statue, which is in New York, not far from where this happened. What is this, an alligator pulling a voodoo doll of a rich man into the sewer? What is that? What is that? On top of all of that, this conspiracy started going viral recently.
What if they've been putting the truth in our face the whole time? Many of us grew up on this show, but it's about to get deep. Ever notice how Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was about reptiles living underground who love pizza? Once you see it, you can't unsee it. You were never meant to know this dark truth behind the Mutant Ninja Turtles. Let's go. Your childhood hero show hides a sick secret. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles isn't just fun. It's a coded message from elites. Reptiles living underground, pizza obsession, a reporter controlling the story. They buried forbidden truth in a kid's cartoon, bro.
Are you seeing the pieces that I'm putting together? It was always so funny to me that on Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Buffy and her friends spend every day fighting demons, fighting monsters, but 90% of people that live in the same town don't even know it's happening because they're that oblivious. I can only imagine how many weird, magical, trippy, otherworldly things are happening here.
Okay, so this first one is going to be called Aries, like light and airy, only they're not. They're going to be natural born leaders, very headstrong. They do things without thinking. Okay, jot that down. Make them very angry. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to give them the patience of someone who's had 6 Red Bulls and is now currently in bumper-to-bumper traffic. No tact. None. None. They'll be great in corporate America. Can't be teachers. Cannot be. Don't let them be teachers. They're going to yell at senior citizens for not walking fast enough. They're gonna be great. They're gonna have a good time on Earth. Yeah. They're gonna do really, really good. I'm proud of this one. Just they're like warriors.
We are warriors.
For no reason. Oh, also, you're gonna want to give them like severe ADHD.
Imagine coming back from all of that.
First, we'll make Aries. Give this one courage.
Okay, next trait.
Courage.
Yeah, we just did that.
Courage.
How much courage?
Enough to stand up for themselves and everybody else in the room. Also, enough to fight a situation that doesn't even involve them. Give them bravery.
Okay.
Also give them the habit of acting first and thinking later. Make them very impulsive.
How impulsive?
They'll quit their job.
With or without a plan?
Oh, they have a plan.
What is it?
The plan is to figure it out later.
Yeah.
Make them the type of person that, if there's one slice of pizza left, they'll ask if anybody wants it.
Oh, that's polite.
While folding the box and taking it home.
Listen, man. Hey, Aries. Gotta love you in Aries, whether they're a man or a woman. They definitely have some courage and some bravery. They were built for this shit. And any other zodiac sign. Whatever your sign is, I don't know. Mine is Aries, so. Well, there you have it, folks. Make sure you're going out here, doing your own research. My rude-ass roommates are home, so I apologize if you hear it in the background. Make sure you're doing your own research. And let's do this shit. I'm ready. I hope you have an amazing 24 and the best 7 ever. Until I see you on the next one. I love you.
Lady boss energy, yeah, she knows the way. You can finally speak of love and light any time of day. Lady boss energy, this one she got the vibe. Never stop questioning, never tell a lie.